It's game one here in Idaho, and the Rush are looking to take on the Idaho Steelheads tonight in the final series before Christmas. Jake Ratzlaff alongside Rush defenseman. He had a pretty big assist in the teddy bear toss game. We'll start with that. You set up Brett Davis in front of the net from behind the goal, and he scores that big goal. What'd you see on that play to get him the puck?
Yeah, when I came up the ice, I knew that I probably should kick it out to Wags because he's one of our better players. And when in doubt, give it to him, right? So, kicked it out to him, drove down kind of low into the corner, and then he actually gave it back to me, which I was like, all right, sweet. And then I kind of took a peek over my shoulder and saw Davo kind of in the slot in front, and I knew that if I could get it to him, it'd give him a good shot to, score a goal. And what a shot by him, what a play by Wags, and got to start it off, so that was good.
So you assist on that play, and as you're going to the bench, all the teddy bears start raining down. What was that experience like?
That was awesome. I mean, to be out there while the teddy bears were being thrown on the ice, it was a pretty cool experience. And then I skated all the way down the other end of the ice, and I was looking around, and I saw it was crazy, and there was so many out there. It was a lot of fun.
Is that your first one?
That was my first one ever, yeah, because, I didn't play juniors that long, and we never, of course they had them there, but I was never a part of one, so that was my first one, and what an experience it was. It was awesome.
That was 8,000 teddy bears almost was the official count, which is crazy. It took like 10 minutes to clean them all up. Was there a certain one that you saw that was like, all right, I got to have this one?
I don't know. There was a couple cool ones, especially at the hospital when we went over to the hospital and helped out with the kids and everything. There was a couple really cool ones, and then there was a couple really big ones too. I think there was a couple half my size, so those were pretty funny. But no, it was a great experience. Really, really cool to be a part of that.
Yeah, and you mentioned the hospital as well. Just something that's community based and bigger than hockey is pretty special as well.
100%. I think going there and helping out with the kids and making their day. I know as a young kid I had, teddy bears, this and that, but on top of that, being with, maybe Rush players, people that they look up to, people that are on the ice, I think that's so huge for us to be a part of the community and help kids out like that. And I've always been, such an advocate for helping kids and coaching kids, and I think it was a super special experience.
Is there a Christmas gift that you recall, like a teddy bear or something like that you remember?
I remember I had one growing up. I always had one growing up until I got to a certain age, and then I didn't have it anymore. But no, I do remember that, and I think those were a couple of the gifts that I always wanted as a kid, especially for my grandparents, family, were those teddy bears and stuff. And then you grow up, and it's still fun though. It's still such a great experience, and as a kid, it's nice maybe to have something in your room with you, like you could feel like it's a comforting thing. So yeah.
All right, so you're 21 games into your first pro season. You've got your first goal out of the way, up to 5 points now, and playing pretty much every night. How have you gotten your feet wet so far, and how's the first year going?
Yeah, I think it's going good. I think I've grown a lot since the first game. I think from the first game to now, I've made a lot of strides, and I've felt a little bit more comfortable. Every game, I felt more comfortable that I've played in. I don't get I don't want to say as nervous, but a little bit more like I could play this game and play at this level and continue to grow my game. So I think it's been good. I've loved playing this many games. I've never played this many games in this short amount of time in my life. So kind of the body, getting used to that is another thing. But no, it's been great. I've been loving it, and I can't wait to keep moving forward.
Yeah, so you talked on both sides, mental and physical. Just mentally, I know it's a huge part of the game that is getting talked about more and more. How have you dealt with that? Yeah,
it's been good. Like I said, it's been a lot different playing this many games. How repetitive kind of the games get, if there's a 3-on-3, if there's a, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, kind of playing that many games versus in college where it's, you play Friday, Saturday, then the next Friday, Saturday, but you might have a week off after that. And then it's so much different. So, I think mentally just compartmentalizing and staying in the moment and enjoying it and not getting too far ahead. I think that's the main thing, because you can kind of spiral if you get too far ahead and you think about the next shift, this and that. So I think that's really been a big part of it, is compartmentalizing and then focusing on what's right now and doing the best that we can do as a team, I can do as an individual right now. So it's been good.
And physically, you're coming from a football background where you're destroying your body every Friday, Saturday, or in NFL's case, Sunday. Yeah. How have you gone from that to playing 3 games in 3 or 4 days now?
Yeah, it's definitely different. With football, you're playing 1 day a week. Practices are tough on your body, really tough on your body, but it's a different kind of toughness. This is, I'd say this is a lot more hips and groins and legs, and those are what need the most recovery. And then you have, blocking shots, tweaks and bumps and stuff, but again, I think that comes with the mental part, is how can you push through the physical pain or the physical, the things that are nagging, and then continue to play at a high level. And I think that that's what's been really good about the first 21 games, trying to figure all that out and continuing to try and figure that out.
What have you grown in your game most?
I think being comfortable, honestly, I think being comfortable going back on pucks and breaking the puck out. I know it's kind of always, I feel like that's always been one of my stronger parts, but getting more comfortable that way. And then I think neutral zone too. I think gapping up and then making plays in the neutral zone and feeling comfortable with the puck, not kind of rushing it too much, but kind of taking it back, feeling comfortable there. And then, like I said, I think another thing would be offensively. I think I've taken a couple steps in the last week or two about just getting up in the play, finding those soft areas in the middle of the ice. And I think it's been good. I think I can continue to improve all those things that I said, into the next, into these games and then after Christmas. So.
I feel like, and we saw it when you scored the goal in Kansas City, just the raw strength and power you have on your shot, that can surprise some players too.
Yeah, I think I do have the power down. I think the accuracy's got to get a little bit better in some parts. I think I've had a couple chances this year where it's like, oh my gosh, I got to pick the corner there. So I think that's actually one thing I could really work on is the accuracy of shooting, and I think that helps with, going after practice, taking pucks, shooting from the point, and continuing to do that. But the power's it's always been there, which is helpful.
All right, we got 11-11-2 right now for the record, 24 games in. Yep. We've seen some great things and we've seen some struggles, right? And you've won 6 out of your last 9, which is really, really good. Yeah. Here with Idaho, how do you continue the winning side and get back over 500?
Yeah, I think playing hard and physical. And I think when we play hard and physical and defend first, we are so good. I think we got to defend first, get out of our zone, and then that creates the offense. Now, I think in times it's like, well, if we don't defend as hard as we should, then we start to kind of spiral down, and it's too much offense. So defend first, play super physical, play hard. And I think, like I said, taking it shift by shift is super important. We can't let ourselves get too far ahead. If we're down 3-1, if we're up 3-1, whatever it is, we got to stay in the moment, continue to play hard until, the game ends and, we can come out winners. So I think, like I said, playing hard against these guys is the key.
I know you've had a lot of great experiences in different arenas in football and playing in hockey as well. What do you think of this place?
Oh, it's incredible. We came in here and I was like, oh my gosh, looking around. I think there's hotel rooms up there and stuff that can overlook the rink, which is super cool. So, no, it's a great place, great rink. Boise's a really nice city. Got to walk around a little bit last night. So, no, it's good. I'm really excited to play here tonight.
Have you seen the blue field yet?
I haven't seen it yet in person. Of course, I've seen all the pictures. I was looking at it, but I'm going to have to make my way over there because that would be a crazy experience to play in a blue field. I played football, my whole life. I played Division I football, super thankful for that. And I never played on a blue field, I can tell you that. So it'd be cool to walk out there and check it out. But
it's only a mile walk away on the off day.
There we go.
Yeah. Yep. All right, so CFP, the playoff is starting this weekend. It starts on Friday, I think.
Yeah.
Any predictions from you?
I don't know. Indiana's playing really good. I would have said Ohio State before Indiana beat Ohio State, so I wouldn't be surprised. Indiana's got a great team. They're rolling right now. They're undefeated. Their coach is great. I got actually a buddy of mine, Riley Nowakowski. He's the fullback on their team, and he's a heck of a player. He played with me at Wisconsin, and he's doing so good there. So I'd love to see them go all the way, and I'd love to see it for him too.
Rats, I appreciate this. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much. Appreciate it.